Good evening, sports fans. This is George with Custom Tied Flies and Guide Service. And this evening, boys and girls, we are going to be tying the next in this series of bugs headed to the Amazon. This is a juvenile peacock bass in a 4-aught. Excuse me. The hook is Gamakatsu SL12S 1X short in a 4-aught, using 12 millimeter 3D silver eyes, sticker eyes. The cap is orange Flash-N-Slinky. The midline is yellow Flash-N-Slinky. The throat is red Flash-N-Slinky. If you're wondering what Flash-N-Slinky is, that's Flash-N-Slinky. That's the cap. This is the sides. And this is the throat. When it's done, it looks like this. 6 inches overall length. And then there's a rattle in it. So the rattle I got from Hareline, it's a medium glass rattle. And the thread is, I'm using white 210 denier Danville Flymaster thread. So the first thing you got to do is you got to make the rattle. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a Rattlin Juvenile Peacock bass. So I take easy body in medium, and here I got my rattle. I'm just going to slide that rattle into the medium easy body, and then I'm going to paint it with UV resin, really heavy. Let that soak in a second. Hit it with the light. And give it a tug, and you just use your finger to get the spacing. All together ends up being about, I don't know, an inch of easy body, somewhere in there. And then you're going to attach that to the hook. There we go. Go around it a couple times. You're going to paint that with head cement or lacquer, leaves hard as nails, what have you. And you let that sit off to dry. Okay, so these are tied hollow style. And I have found what works best with these is to put the sides on after you put the cap and the throat on. I know that sounds kind of counterintuitive, but it seems to work better that way. So you're going to get you a clump of the olive Flash-N-Slinky, about yay big. And you're going to measure it, because the fly is 6 inches in length. There's the olive in. Next is the red. Now, the red's going to be about half of what the olive was. And these hanks are about 7 inches long. But the throat is only about 3. So I have found it works pretty well to just cut off a piece at 7 inches. And you can measure, get your 3. Get that attached. You want to make sure that you have enough room that when you invert these, you have room for the head. You see, when this is inverted, I'm going to put my head right in here. Get me a clump of yellow, about that thick. Okay. You did the far side. Now you do the near side. Another clump about the same thickness. I use the this is the insides of a receipt tape from the grocery store, and you just put that on there, push them fibers back, gather them back. The whole idea behind a hollow tie is that you're putting pressure on the front of the fibers, whether it's deer hair or this stuff or something, whatever else you're tying, hollow, and that holds it back. Put me a 5-3 whip finish on here. Now I'm done with thread. Okay, next you're going to get set up for the eyes. You're going to need some super glue. Here's your 12mm sticker eyes. You get them ready. I just turn them upside down on my desk. And you're going to need UV resin. And you're going to need a piece of wax paper. Okay, so the wax paper is to stick under here. So you got something to push against when you put your eyes on, and you don't crush the fly when you're doing it. Because, believe it or not, super glue won't stick to wax paper. Stick to your finger, though. Get that on there. Paint it with UV resin. Hit it with the light. And you pull your wax paper out of the way. And you paint the underside. Hit it with the light. And there's that one done. Now you go to the near side. You want to make sure that you got your throat on exactly the way you want it. You don't want it all on one side. You want it split down the middle, because the fibers will get unruly. So they will. Pull your wax paper. Well, it'd be helpful if I put the UV resin on there before I hit it with the light. Okay. Get the head in the shape that you want it in. Now you can do the throat. You don't want to pull these things tight. You want to leave them kind of puffy. The water in your retrieve is going to pull them tight. The neat thing about this is, see, you pull up on this, and you pull up on this. Okay. Now, the neat thing about this is when it's swimming, this material is going to do this when it's swimming. Okay? This is going to come out. This is going to come out. So you're just going to have this massive color doing this while it's swimming. And you can check your length, make sure you got your 6 inches. And there you have it. The CT Rattlin Juvenile Peacock Bass. Hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial. I hope it's helpful for you. Please like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. And you can find this and other useful tutorials on the Custom Tide Virtual Fly Shop's website at www.custom-tide.com. Have a splash. Don't forget the dash. That's CUSTOM-TIED.com. And you can find us, the Virtual Fly Shop, on Facebook by searching Custom Tire 02. That's CUSTOMTYER 02. So again, thank you very much. Happy tying.